We have all been pregnant from time to time, and that's fine. I mean, I have no adversity to that. What I do have a problem with is you bringing your infant child into the movies. However, before we get into that, welcome back, everybody, to the Random PM podcast. I hope you are having a good day. I went and checked the numbers, and there was a huge spike after yesterday's episode. I got a lot of positive feedback on it. So I'm happy I started making episodes again. If you do enjoy the show, be sure to leave a like, share, just because it helps me out. Because I can only outreach so far. Spotify and Apple, they don't really like show your podcast to many people. So if you like it and you know a friend who might like it, your girlfriend, boyfriend, brother, sister, third removed cousin, I don't care. Send it to them. But come on, y'all don't even care about the intro. You want me to get right into it. I am not a movie guy. I think they bore the hell out of me. Well, I don't think I know. The only movies I like are Shark Tale and a couple of anime movies. Let's just become a big anime fan. However, this year, I don't know if there's a new drug circulating or what, but the movies this year have been phenomenal. And a lot of people have asked me what I thought. So I figured I would make an episode about movie reviews and stuff like that. There are going to be spoilers, and there's one movie that I won't be reviewing, and that is The Odyssey, because I know somebody who hasn't seen it yet, and I'm not going to spoil it for them. They better go watch it soon, though. I'm going to personally send them the ending of the movie. Without further ado, let's get into the first movie that I saw this year, which was Iron Lung. A lot of y'all probably don't know what that movie is. It's more niche, but it was directed and starred by a YouTuber. What the hell? A YouTuber named Markiplier. Now I have no idea what that movie's about, to be honest. I think it's about a guy who goes in a submarine in an ocean of blood. But what I think I liked the most about that movie is that it wasn't even a movie to begin with. It was an experience. Would I watch it again? Definitely not. But just the fact of like how I was able to sit through, because this movie was almost 3 hours and it's only shot in like one location. So the fact that I was able to sit there that long and enjoy it is, I mean, I have to give credit where credit is due. So that was a good movie, and that was in January. Then the next movie that I went and saw was Obsession. That has to be hands down my favorite movie, my favorite horror movie, and it might be my favorite movie of this year. Now, I can be honest and say the real reason is I think both the girls are baddies, obviously, but it went deeper than that. I do think the main character, Bear, is a complete idiot because if we're looking at the two, which one is better, in my opinion, I would have went with Blair or not Blair. What was her name? Sarah. I would have went with Sarah. I think the movie was like very unsettling because of I don't wanna say it was realistic, but I feel like there are definitely girls like that who aren't under a spell that, do stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting to see, like, what a forced relationship would look like, and I think they did a really good job with just the jump scares and stuff like that. I do think it was pretty funny, especially at the end when he said, "I wish for $1 billion," and then went to the guy's house and immediately got shot in the head. That was pretty funny, only because, like, he had the golden opportunity to reverse everything and he didn't. But yeah, Obsession, if I had to rate it out of 10, I would probably rate it, I'm gonna say a 9.5. Not a perfect movie, but it was pretty good. The next movie I watched after that was The Backrooms. I'm not saying that The Backrooms was a bad movie per se, but I just couldn't get down with it. I don't know if it's because it was really slow or because I don't know the history behind it, but it wasn't bad, but I definitely wouldn't like sit down and say, "Hey, come," if I'm like on a date with a girl, "Hey, come watch The Backrooms with me." We're definitely not doing that. It wasn't that good of a movie. Then, oh yeah, I gotta rate it. Out of 10, I would probably give Backrooms a 5.5 out of 10. Not the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, but I probably definitely won't be going to watch it again. The movie after that, we're skipping The Odyssey. Now, call me crazy, but I have never seen any of the Spider-Man movies until like this year is when I went and watched Brand New Day. Now, this is the movie I'm gonna talk about the most because it's the one that I wanna say the most gripes with, but also, like, right below Obsession is where I would put this movie. So, yeah, like I said, I went into it with no knowledge of Spider-Man, like, at all. So, in fact, I watched, like, a 5-minute summary of what was in the movie or, like, what happened leading up to the movie, so that way I wasn't completely lost. Now, I know a lot of y'all are probably wondering, like, what does being pregnant have to do with reviewing movies? Let me tell you this. We went to watch this movie, and throughout every quiet scene, there was a crying baby. Now, I don't know if maybe they didn't have a babysitter. I don't know if they were, what are they called? Contextual twins or conjoined twins, where the mom couldn't leave the baby, they were attached at the hip. But I was getting so frustrated. And then the mom proceeded to pick up the baby, and instead of, I was like, okay, finally, they're gonna walk out the theater. Nope, she just went so the baby could cry in the row going into the theater instead of just leaving. Again, I understand we all get pregnant from time to time, but if you know you're gonna go see a movie that, a lot of people are there, I mean, people pay to go watch it. Please leave your kid at home or go to a showing that's not so popular, or at least don't go to the one I'm in because I wanted to watch the movie. Now, here is where the gripes come in. First of all, I have a problem with Blue Jean and MJ. I call her Blue Jean. I think her name is Jean, but those are the two I have a problem with. Oh, let me start with Blue Jean. Let me tell you right now, if I'm on the roof and you control my girlfriend and make me think that she has fallen back in love with me, and then you want to give me a monologue on how you thought wrong, personally, I am so angry that the Punisher's bullet missed her. I wanted that bullet. Now, again, I'm a feminist. I support women, but I really wish that bullet would have hit her. He should not have saved her. If you make my girl the one that I stalked on Instagram Live for 15 years, make me think that she loves me and she doesn't, yeah, I think, oh yeah, you deserve to go like federal prison. So that really pissed me off. And then MJ. Now, okay, some of y'all are gonna be like, Devin, she didn't know him, so how can she love him? If I write you out an MLA format essay about why, like, all of our experiences and what we've done, and you hit me with the I don't love you, one, I'd probably slime you out right then and there. And two, how disrespectful do you have to be to try to ask me to get a ride home after that? Like, I'm not swinging her home. Maybe I'll swing her home and oh, it rains and I slip and she falls. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, that genuinely pissed me off. Now, I love the interaction between Spider-Man and the Punisher. I think that was a really good duo. Like, I think they did that really well. A lot of people complained that the movie didn't seem, like, epic enough. That's what one of my coworkers said. And it reminded me more of like what Spider-Man, what I know him for is like a neighborhood vibe, like local, not everything has to be, we go to 54 multiverses where Spider-Man is, you know, let me not say that on national television, but you get the idea. So yeah, I really enjoyed the movie, especially since I had no context. It made me actually want to go back and watch the other ones. If I had to rank it, minus the baby, I would say 9 out of 10. But with the baby, I'm gonna have to say an 8. But still a really good movie. I suggest if you're a Marvel fan or a Spider-Man fan, you definitely should go watch it. And now there are a few movies that are coming out later this year that I wanna see. One of them was called, like, I Want to Be the Stepmommy or I'm the Other Mommy, and then the other one was called Stepdad? Now, I don't know what kind of freaky pill these movies are on, but both of those looked insanely good. And then there was one starring Andrew Garfield. I know it was, like, about peasants revolting or something like that. That looked really good. I'm definitely not gonna go watch The Fall 2. I think you should probably learn your lesson after the first one. And then, oh, a coworker today made me watch the Doomsday trailer. I have not seen, I don't think I've even seen Civil War or Endgame. I am so lost with what's going on. Like, I was watching the trailer and, like, my thoughts were, why is Captain America black now? I don't understand how that happened. And then, why is the Thing going to Wakanda? Those are questions I hopefully will get answered when the movie comes out. I'm definitely not gonna go see it opening night because I'm probably gonna have to sit in somebody's lap if I want to do that. But after a few weekends die down, I'll be able to go see it. But yeah, that wraps it up in terms of my movie reviews. As always, if you enjoy the episodes, let me know. Leave a like, review, share it with your third removed cousin. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up here. Y'all know the drill, man. Get with the program and stay random. Thank you so much for listening.